What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Sweet Man, you dig? And with your today's episode, we're gonna be reacting to Shmee150 video, which he received a F1 car, epic F1 car. If you haven't watched the video yet, you can go watch the video. But we're just gonna be doing a reaction to the video, so I'm not gonna watch the entire video. So if you guys want to do that, go on Shmee150's channel to watch the entire video. So what I'm gonna be showing you guys is revealing the car and let him explain exactly what the car is about, and that should pretty much be it because that's the main point of the video. But if you want to watch the entire story of beginning to end, go watch that on Shmee150's channel. With that being said, let's get on and carry the video. Alright, so this is the car that Shmee150 is going to be reviewing. So this is the F1 car. I'll let him talk a little bit more about the car. I won't give you guys the year. I'll let him, he's better at that, explain what it is. And we're just going to be reacting to, like, the looks of the car and what we think about the car of this era. So I don't know if this car, but I'm pretty sure based on Shmee150, because he has the Shmuseum, so based on that, I'm pretty sure it's an older F1 car. So let's find out and carry on from there. All right.
For the moment, where do we begin? How do you open something like this? Maybe a little bit from the front. Okay, on the count of three. One.
Already right there, like whoever did the wrap, epic. Shout out to the person that did the wrap. That was well wrapped and it's well presented. What a gift for Christmas. Shout out to Shmee and massive congratulations to Shmee150.
2, 3. Look at this! Christmas has properly come. We've even got...
Already we're noticing that the car, like I was saying before, the car is not from our gen. It's an older model F150, but nonetheless they're super expensive. So I'll let him explain to you guys what this car is, what year is it. If you have any guesses, leave it down in the comment below. At the moment, I don't know that much about F1 cars, so we're gonna find out together.
Got the wheels fully wrapped up. Look at this, look at this. How crazy is this? Around the intake up top. Unwrap the rear.
Wow.
Oh yes. Oh.
My guess so far will be probably like a 2005. Maybe wrong. Based on the way it is, it's a little bit boxy. Like the aerodynamic, you don't have the massive aerodynamic of today's F1 cars. Based on that, that's my guess. So let's proceed.
Yes. So what you're looking at.
So if it's in the 90s, I'll say probably maybe 1990, give or take, but I may be wrong. So let's find out what Shmee has to say.
It's a 1997 Formula One race car, an Arrows A18 driven.
So there you go, 1997 F1 car. So we're in far off. I said 2005. Let me know down in the comment if you guys guessed the proper year or closer to that year. I said 2005 and 1990. But let me know down in the comment if you guys guessed the proper year.
By Damon Hill. He was World Championship winner the year before, fully.
I don't know what Damon Hill is. I'm probably going to do some research, and if I do find what it looks like, I'm going to post it over here, whatever, somewhere on the screen so you guys can see who he is.
Presented here in the Michelin livery. So Arrows were later taken over by Minardi. Minardi actually ran Michelins in 2001, 2002. This car was part of a racing simulator set up for activities and events. But look at it here. It's a rolling chassis. Sadly, we don't have the...
So far, based on what he's saying, this car didn't actually compete. Based on the information I'm gathering, it actually didn't compete. I guess it's more of a show car, but I don't know. Because it was part of a racing simulator, so I'm pretty sure it's a show car. It's not an actual car that actually competed.
V10, but this is it. A former Formula One car here in the collection, the Shmuseum. We're gonna have a full look through it. This is madness. I'm not entirely sure how...
Nonetheless, the car is beautiful though. It's beautiful. Like, if I had the money like Shmee150, definitely I'll get the car. But obviously, Shmee150 is on a whole different level.
To tidy all of this up. But what a present to unwrap. 3 years after the McLaren Senna, we now have this. I mean, it's bonkers to have.
His collection is crazy, yo. Epic collection. If you guys haven't watched Shmeemobile, you guys go watch it on his channel. And if you guys want to watch the entire video as well, like I said, go right on Shmee150's channel to watch the entire video from beginning to end. All right?
This here right now, but there's so much more about it I'd like to explain and show you and tell you, because it's not so normal. So effectively, this was driven by Damon Hill, I believe. I'd love to find out all of the information. Arrows A18, 1997. Obviously, as
So like you said, I'm going to put a picture on Damon Hill on the screen. Hopefully I can find it. If I do, all right, cool. I don't, it is what it is. You can go search it on Google as well. So
as I said, there's no engine back here. At the time, they had the V10s. So imagine if you had an engine in this and you started it in here. That would be ridiculous. And
oh, so it has no engine. I didn't even know that. And I didn't know F1 cars back then uses a V10. I don't know, today's market use hybrid, obviously, but back then it uses V10, which would have been great for the car to get started, honestly.
absolutely deafening, but it was converted into a race simulator. So effectively what we have
There you go, a race simulator, so not really competing in the F1.
is a steering wheel setup, which is a quick release removable steering wheel, and pedal set that moves electronically down below, which can be connected to a console, a screen up front, and used as a sim. So maybe that's something we'll kind of bring back to life with it.
That's pretty sick. I'm pretty sure this is one of the most expensive racing simulator ever, mate. I'm pretty sure, but I may be wrong. I've seen a couple ones, they're like going for like 50K. So being an actual F1 car converted to a racing simulator, that's crazy.
But we're looking at a car with, you know, Formula One wheels and tires, the full body. I just can't quite get my head around it. And it's so amazing, because this was the era when I started watching so much of racing. I was about 10 at that time. And look at how simple it is compared to modern Formula cars, modern race cars. We actually had, as a bit of fun, the whole nose cone off. We had the engine bay compartment off.
The car is pretty similar, but obviously it's not that much because of the aerodynamic of today's F1 cars. But nonetheless, from watching this car now to today's F1 cars, there's a really big upgrade, major upgrade, I'll say, with the aerodynamic and obviously the speed.
Which is all in the Shmuseum behind the scenes coming tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But it's the brutal, beautiful simplicity of the design. You know, obviously the very narrow cone, your feet are up here somewhere.
So there's a follow-up video on this, so I'm going to be reacting to the follow-up video on this car. And then, yeah, you'll stay tuned for that.
Through to the wide side pods for the intakes, for all of the cooling, obviously to get back into the engine bay, the snorkel over the top as well. And then when you come around towards the rear of the car, back here, obviously this very square profile wing that was so iconic at the time, this actually has a power cable here, a little bit different for something.
Oh, yo, that's sick. I ain't gonna hold you, yo. That's sick.
Like this. The reason it has that is so that obviously you can connect it up to the power to send everything through, because back here is effectively a computer and a sound speaker system.
Imagine playing the racing simulator on this car, yo, that's epic.
Sound system with a few different speakers which are in the side pods. But this is like, it's just, to look at it, it's beautiful, it's stunning. It's such a special thing. I do want to take...
I ain't gonna lie, the car is really beautiful.
Before I do that, I'm gonna come over here for a moment to the G-Wagon, where we have a helmet, because you've got to sit in a car like this with a helmet on, right? It would almost be wrong not to.
I mean, you're gonna sit in it, but the car is not functional. Yet it has no engine in it. Only has a computer, which is a simulator, but hey, it's just the thrill of it to just sit in it with a helmet. It's cool for a picture, I ain't gonna hold you. I would probably do the same thing, no cap.
This is so cool. Without the Shmuseum, without a place like this, something like this would not be possible. Having somewhere to put it, obviously you can't drive it on the road, obviously you can't drive it anywhere. You can only move it, and it's surprisingly not very heavy as well. But let me pop that.
I mean, I was expecting it to be heavy because F1 cars are normally they're very super light. I believe they make it out of carbon fiber. Let me know exactly. I don't know all the materials that goes in it, but I know the super lightweight materials that goes in an F1 car.
That on there for a moment. There's no dignified way to do this, but I will try my hardest to climb in as well as I can and slide in here. It's insane the way you.
That must look very uncomfortable. Imagine playing hours sitting in it, doing the sim. But I mean, if you're a professional F1 driver, that's the shit you got to go through, in order for you to prepare yourself, I guess.
Sit, come and have a close look here. Legs go completely straight down through there. Like my heels are above my hips, basically. Snugly inside. Grab the wheel with shift paddles on the back. That
I like the clicking on that though.
clicks in there at the moment. This is like, imagine this. I mean, try and get my driver's view here for a moment. Looking forward, you're looking straight down over the top of this. The steering wheel sitting just under your eye line, the outboard wheels sitting up front, these tiny little mirrors. And then, of course, if I can reach it.
I ain't gonna hold you, Shmee. It's like this cool that kind of real pretty much get his childhood dreams into reality. So shout out to Shmee150 still. He's been doing massive and he keeps going. He's been doing this for more than 8 years now. So shout out to Shmee150 still and massive congrats to him.
I can put my helmet on. Lovely full carbon Sparco helmet. In the car. Oh, this is mad. I just want to start making driving noises and feeling a bit excited about it. This is.
I was wondering if the steering wheel is functional in terms of if the steering wheel can control the actual wheels because it's a sim, right? So unless the car can only just roll and just go straight. Well, I don't know if he's going to demonstrate that or not.
This is unreal. I never thought I'd have something like this in the collection. Never in a million years.
But definitely because, I mean, the car got towed in here, so definitely you're going to have to adjust the steering wheel and adjust the tires. So it must be able to be functional.
This is absolute out of this world. This was genuinely driven. Damon was sat right here. How cool would it be if he came to visit someday and just saw this again? Madness, absolute madness. Now, I'm not entirely sure what our plans are going to be for it. Whether we'll bring it back to full racing sim spec again, he says, working out how to climb out. Whether we'll change up.
Those feet must be hella uncomfortable. I'm gonna hold you.
The livery a bit. Obviously, this is how it's been as part of display purposes over the last couple of years. But what I was thinking here at the garage, basically, is when we've got everything in and we've got all of the lifts for storage down that side, we'll have, I've talked a few times about the kind of fan of cars around this side for display, and we'll have this whole empty space back here where my Clio is currently undercover. How cool to have a Clio, like my first ever car, in the same collection.
Anyways, yo, I just wanted to share with you guys this video of Shmee150. Massive congrats to Shmee150 of his new car. This car is pretty epic, I can hold you. I had this money too, I'll probably do the same thing, no cap. That's a cool car, but like I said, if you guys do want to watch the entire video, please go watch that on Shmee150 channel. I'm probably going to be putting this video in the description down below so you guys can, or probably put it on the screen, whatever, and so you guys can go on his channel and go watch the entire video. I just wanted to show you guys the review of the F1 car according to Shmee's 1997 1997 F1 car. So I'm going to find out exactly who has the car. So there's a follow-up video, so I'm going to go look into that, and once the video do drop, I'm going to be reacting to that follow-up video to see a little bit more about the car. Obviously he just got the car, so he's learning as we go, right? So that being said, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Please make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow your minds on Instagram, X_SweetieMan. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Alright? Yalla!